showtime.
BS and Beer Media, in association with STWFTV, the Podcasting Network.
Introducing the best in the world! Yeah!
What's up, everybody? Welcome into the show, Best in the World, hashtag BITW. I am Dale. With me today, we got my guy, Trell. What's up, Trell?
What's going on, Dale? How we doing today, man?
All good, man. All good. Getting ready for a nice weekend of wrestling with All In set to come through this weekend. It's going to be a lot of wrestling. You know, AEW is going to give you a 4-hour plus banger.
Yeah, it's a marathon at this point. It
is. But it will be like a special start time. I want to say it's like 12 Central Time. It's a start time for this event on Sunday. So at least you won't go to bed tired and waking up because you've been watching wrestling all night. So that should be okay.
I'll be all right.
Yeah. Good go, man. All right, man. Let's start off with some news and rumors before we get into the actual AEW All In card. So in the WWE world, we learned that Pat McAfee is going to be going back to do college football, so he's going to be off of commentary for a few months. How does that affect you, just like as a viewer, with him on commentary?
Actually affected pretty well because I like the dynamic with McAfee and Cole. It's like Michael Cole is living his best years right now by having Pat McAfee by his side. When they moved the commentary team to Raw, they specifically said he was there permanently. So I figured, okay, cool. He's on Monday. He can do his college game day stuff Friday through Saturday and have nothing interfere with it. That's why I figured that's why he left SmackDown, because he had a lot going on. So I figured, he'll do his game day Friday, Saturday, be home Sunday, be back in the studio Monday, then do Monday Night Raw. But I guess ESPN has otherwise. So unfortunately, we're gonna be left without Pat all the way until 2025, which will stink because, like I said, he's been a godsend to the commentating booth, and it, like I say, it brings out the best of Michael Cole. You can genuinely see how happy Michael Cole is for the past year or two now since teaming up with McAfee. So I'm happy for him, and I'm actually going to miss the guy for the next couple of months because it's not going to be the same. I'll tell you that much. No disrespect to Wade Barrett or Corey Graves, but the ad-libs that McAfee does, especially when Braun Breaker is around or Dominic Mysterio is around, that cannot be duplicated. So
yes, it was like a fan on commentary.
Yeah, a genuine fan. Yeah.
Yes. Yep. Straight up fan, bro. So, so yeah, he's gonna be off. He's gonna be doing college game day this weekend also. So
Dublin, Ireland.
Football starting up this weekend. So we back, y'all, full swing.
Let's do it.
What did you think about Nia Jax coming out on SmackDown, fully embracing the queen role with the crown and people carrying her to the ring, everything? I loved it personally.
I thought this is how she should have been presented. Yes. Like they're taking a very in depth into her title reign. They're really treating it like it's important that she's going to be that dominant champion. and there's no foolishness like before. It's like this run that Nia's on right now will be her best run that she's ever been on. But so far as the celebration, I was like, oh, they're gonna carry her, huh? And I'm looking at the guys, I'm like, and then I noticed that they're pushing them. Like, oh, okay, makes sense. All right, cool.
Yeah.
So, so last thing we need is a mishap on live television, and that'll be the end of that. But I'm happy for her. I'm glad that she got this run, and she's been killing it. She's came back. She's been more serious about it since the last time. So I like how her championship coronation was, and I understand why it was a week later because Cody bloodline, so that takes precedence. So I'm glad that she got her crowning moment on SmackDown as the reigning queen of the ring and now the women's champion. So hopefully this type of thing will keep going every year.
Yeah. I'm just glad she's embracing this queen. Let's be really obnoxious with it. And let's see where it goes. Last week we talked about Jacob Fatu being kept away from Roman Reigns, and then on SmackDown, Jacob Fatu shows up with the boot on and attacks Roman Reigns. Yeah, so we were all over it.
Man, that was a good attention to detail by still having him with that boot. Because if he showed up with no boot on, I would be like, damn, that's a quick recovery. He's supposed to have a leg injury. So the fact that he showed up with the boot and still put hands on Roman Reigns, that solidifies that Samoan Werewolf is someone not to be played with. So the fact that Jacob fired the first shot, I'm anxious to see in a couple of weeks when Roman returns. I'm pretty sure he's not going to be back this week. So when they finally get the head-to-head matchup, that's going to be something.
Yeah.
But it was good. I liked it.
So now they're going to bring him back. I'm pretty sure he's going to defend the tag team titles, and then you'll have this face-off again, I guess, with him and Jacob at some point, I guess, leading to the fight with Solo. I'm guessing that's gonna be for Bad Blood.
Yeah,
it just seems right to me. So
yeah, I do. I'm now the question is if Roman's gonna be out for at least a few weeks, because at first Roman was advertised for the SmackDown premiere in USA, and I heard that they actually took him off advertisement. So I don't know if there's change of plans. Are they going to wait it out? Is it a for real thing in his personal life that he's taking an extra time off until the end of September? But at this point, we got to see Jimmy, right? I mean, Jimmy he's cleared, he's ready to go. So now the question is, where's Jimmy?
Right. Yep. Yeah, I mean, with Roman getting jumped, like he should be ready to get his group together so he don't get jumped anymore. So
yeah,
makes perfect sense to me.
That one versus all ain't gonna work all the time. So you gotta come back with some heat or something.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's how the Bloodline story started, right? He was getting jumped, and the Usos had to help him. And form the Bloodline. So yeah.
Well, now look at him now. So now the pieces gonna start falling in eventually. I mean, like I said, we got to get Jimmy back between now and by the time Roman gets back or SmackDown hits I'm guessing maybe they hold off Jimmy's return till the premiere of SmackDown on USA. Maybe, I don't know, but maybe give the Bloodline some breathing room so they can start dominating for a couple episodes until the OTC is coming back. So that makes you see what's next.
Yep. All right. Well, let's talk about AEW and All In again coming up this weekend on Sunday. The first thing I want to talk about is the rumors that Ricochet is going to show up at All In because I'm hearing that he signed to AEW. What's your thoughts on that?
I actually read that online for some sources that I follow. That it's pretty much confirmed that it's a done deal that Ricochet is now All Elite. So if he's not in London by now, I'm pretty sure he's in the air on en route as we speak to London, and I expect for him to be in that gauntlet match,
Yeah,
and tear the showdown. Just like all the guys that he's gonna be in the ring with, like Cock, or eventually, what's the guy? The one that's facing MJF.
Oh,
Osprey. Osprey. Him and Osprey. Maybe him and Swerve. Him and there's a plethora of guys I'm anxious to see. I just hope that because a friend of mine was worried that once he signed, he's gonna get lost in the shuffle.
right.
Which, it's possible. You'd be hot coming in, and the next thing you know, you're in Ring of Honor. Not really seen. So hopefully, they show my guy Ricochet some love, man. But I'm excited to see him show up, man. I really am.
Yeah, we will see what happens with Ricochet. We'll see if his AEW run is indeed better than the WWE run. So let's see what happens with that. All right, let's go through this card, man. We're starting off with the AEW Trios Championships. Christian Cage and the Patriarchy versus the Bang Bang Gang and the House of Black, also versus the Unknown Team. So what do you think is going to end up happening here?
Well, I gotta give the edge to probably the Unknown Team because I don't know who is it. Could it be the United Kingdom? Not the United Kingdom, the Undisputed Kingdom. Could be those guys, or what if Ricochet is part of the 3-man group that goes for the trios titles?
Okay,
but it could be Roosh and his guys, coming in for the.
Yeah,
I'm anxious to see who that tag team is, but other than that,
anything else about Lucha Bros?
I heard that there's the whole thing with Ray Phoenix might be an issue because they might keep him to cover the time he missed on injuries. So if he gets kept, that's going to put a hold on Pentagon because from what I hear, there's supposed to be a package deal.
Mm-hmm.
So if one can't go, I'm wondering is he still going to go or is he going to wait for his brother? But if it's a death triangle, that's all but confirmed that the Lucha Brothers are staying.
Okay.
But, if it's not them, then there's a good chance that, they partner up in WWE. But as of right now, I got the House of Black winning the trio titles.
Okay. I like what they're doing with Christian Cage. Like he's like a really good heel for me.
Yeah.
And I like what they've been doing with the Patriarchy, where they're building up some more heat for Luchasaurus, aka Kill Switch.
Yeah.
Where they got Mama Wayne holding the title versus Kill Switch with the title. I think that's hilarious.
It is. I'm like, wait, and they got her actually listed as 1/3 of the Trios Tag Team Champions. So it's like
exactly.
I'm like, what the hell is going on over there in the
Exactly. So that's just like stories within stories there, man.
Yeah.
And so I think they're gonna keep the titles, and I think we get a little bit more going on with this trio and them breaking up this family crap, they got going on. So
yeah,
that's what I see happening.
Yeah,
All
they
right,
teased it the first time around, but
right.
this one's probably gonna be the final nail in the coffin, so to speak.
Mm-hmm. All right, for the AEW World Tag Team Championships, got FTR versus the Young Bucks versus the Acclaimed. Um, so in this match, I don't think the FTR has a chance at winning.
Correct.
The Acclaim maybe, but I definitely don't believe our FTR is gonna get in there. What you think?
I can see the Elite holding up this run that they're on right now with all the gold, just about all the gold type of faction right now.
Right.
So if my personal choice would be the Acclaim, but my logical and my gut is telling me that somehow the Young Bucks are gonna hold on to these tag team championships and keep the titles within the Elite.
Okay.
I don't see them losing. I don't see anyone else in that group losing their titles anytime soon. So I think it's gonna take a unit to pretty much take all of them down one by one and take the titles off of them. So it remains to be seen who, in fact, this group is.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Jay, you there with us, man? Appreciate you.
Yeah, what's up, fellas?
Jake Smoke, what to do, man?
Man, trying my favorite time of the week, man. You know I can't miss this at all. How y'all
I feel
feeling?
you.
All good, man. So we're running down the AEW All-In card. Who you got out of FTR, the Young Bucks, and the Acclaim?
I wasn't here for the explanation, but I kind of agree with him. Far as I don't see the Bucks, the Elite, giving it up no time soon.
Okay.
Well, not at all in. I'm gonna say that, but if they're trying to make it like WrestleMania almost, then the personal choice and the fan choice would be for the Elite to kind of lose their titles.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the fans love the Acclaim winning for sure.
Right.
Oh yeah.
I know that.
Right.
They got this
I
whole new
definitely
edge to them.
Exactly. And I liked them since they debuted, to be honest with you. Like the Acclaim, it's just something about them. The skills on the mic, they got the skills in the ring.
Yeah, man. I like this little edge they got to them now, like a little bit more, less of the jokey jokes and more of the, more of that attitude. Like, all right, we can joke around, but like this playtime's over now. So,
would you dare to say? Would you dare to say they like like when DX started playing around and joking with Shawn Michaels and Triple H started it out. Then Shawn Michaels left the picture. DX came a little bit more serious.
Yeah.
Let's not forget who they got as their mentor, Daddy Ass. So,
Yeah. Exactly. It's like a little rinse and repeat. Like, okay, it's time for jokes, but now it's time to be taken serious and get that respect. So, and this could set up for their potential heel run, far down the road with this new attitude they got. So,
yeah, they win the titles. They go on a heel run.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's it.
Yeah. But let me say this real quick. I just thought about this. This popped in my head. They have Daddy Ass, right? It's just too perfect. Like this group is just too perfect. What Daddy Ass started doing? He was with another person that rapped on the mic, talked on the mic. Like he's really the perfect mentor.
Yeah.
Now all you need is which Road Dogg ain't never leaving WWE, but all you need is Road Dogg over there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna pick the Young Bucks to retain the titles. Yeah, just because I definitely don't see FTR winning them, so that's just really it. So
what?
They're the odd team out.
They're the odd team out, but AEW like to throw some curveballs at you.
Mm-hmm.
So don't be surprised because when FTR lost those titles, did they lose clean?
I forgot who they lost to.
Yeah.
Did Dax get injured? It was something like that. One of them got injured.
I don't remember.
Who they lose to?
I know what's name had legal problems. Not Dax.
Oh, Dash. Yeah, Dash had legal issues.
Yeah.
Like a gun. He had a gun charge issue.
Right. And
yeah, but
that's been the problem with them. That's why they had Dax doing like some of the single work.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's a possibility either one of these teams could win, but the FTR would be the surprise shocker pick if they do win, but I definitely got the Bucks right now. I mean, like Jay said, this could be their WrestleMania and they drop it to the Acclaim, give Acclaim that rub. So
yeah.
It's possible.
All right. The next match here was going to be on the 0 hour. Willow Nightingale and Ishii versus Statlander and Stokely Hathaway. Mixed tag team match. I imagine this is going to be pretty funny because Stokely does not wrestle, and his whole small demeanor thing was where Statlander's like picking him up on the steps.
Yeah. Like Webster or something, you know what I mean?
Yes. So I see Nightingale and Ishii taking the victory here. What you think, Tro?
Actually, for some reason I'm gonna go the opposite. Because all signs point to Stokely getting his butt kicked, but if history serves me correctly in the world of wrestling, something's going to happen where Statlander and Stokely wind up getting that victory. I don't know how, but I have a feeling they're going to find a way because there ain't no way Stokely's going to actually put up a fight on anything. If anything, he's going to get thrown around like a Chucky doll going against the Pitbull Ishii. So something's going to go down and somehow, some way, there's going to be some shenanigans and tomfoolery, and Statlander's going to get that win to set her up for another title match with Nightingale. Because I'm pretty sure after All In, this beef ain't over.
All right, Jay, what you think?
Well, I'm kind of like, I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know if y'all know, I follow Willow Nightingale since she was on the indie circuit. Well, she kind of still is on the indie circuit. And I've been high on her for the longest. So it was I was excited when she went to New Japan and won that title from Mercedes Moné. So, I want her to win, but like you said, it's going to be some type of shenanigans with her. I feel like it's going to be like a disqualification is going to happen, and we're going to have a mystery woman come out to increase that tag team beat.
Either that or Stokely might call in the favor and have somebody pull up and take care of the Pitbull.
Yeah. So, I mean, like you said, he don't wrestle, so
Right.
He could get his ass whipped.
That's what everybody looking at the match on the card. That's what everybody's thinking. So I don't think Tony Khan's going to disappoint us with that one.
Nope, not at all. It's going to be entertaining. Can't wait to talk about it next week.
Not to go off subject, but isn't this pay-per-view going head-to-head with Bash in Berlin?
No, that's next weekend.
The Bash is next weekend.
Okay, it's next weekend. Okay.
Yeah, that's next Saturday.
So let's talk about this Casino Gauntlet match for a world title shot in the future here. So some of the participants: Orange Cassidy, Kyle O'Reilly, Mark Briscoe, Evil Uno, Adam Page. But Terrell, you you're guessing this is where we're gonna see Ricochet show up here. So
Yeah.
do you see him winning this match altogether?
No. Because the run that Hangman's on, he's hell bent on getting to Swerve. So, I mean, I guess they want us to believe that Hangman's probably going to win, which he probably could. But I don't think Ricochet is going to show up on the scene and just win and just pull a Ruby Soho and just win like out of nowhere. But I think he's going to be that surprise entrant, give us a show, and he's probably going to run into the Hangman at the end, and that buckshot got his name written all over it.
Okay. Jay?
Honestly, I see this going two ways. It can be Ricochet pop up, but that'd be a waste for Ricochet. You know, you bring him in to this title match that he has no clue of what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And make him lose. That's kind of going to derail that momentum for him. You know, so me personally, I wouldn't book that like that. But Tony Khan, he's a different breed. But also, I see what's his name? He was with Retribution. He just left WWE. His clause is up. Dijak.
Oh, okay.
I see Dijak going in, coming in.
Yeah.
All right.
And to me, that would be a better move to have him lose, put on an excellent showing against Hangman Page, because we all know Hangman is gonna win, you know. But you know, let me tell you like this: Mark Briscoe is gonna go down to the second to last person, and then that surprise entry gonna come in with whether it's Ricochet or Dijak, and he's gonna lose to them. And then it's gonna be Hangman. You know, I see the Elite doing elite stuff. Just being honest.
All right.
Just to get Hangman that win.
Yeah.
Okay.
What if it's what if Ricky starts? Because now I'm hearing that maybe it's not a for sure conclusion that he's gonna pop up in Florida. So
no, he's still under contract. Tony Khan confirmed he's still under contract. And
so what if last minute, like, I do this segment for you or whatever, and he's in the match, he's on TV, or maybe he just have him in the gauntlet and he'll lose, and then he'd be on his way out. We don't know.
Right.
We can still show up just to show up and lose, because he's not really going anywhere.
Yep.
True.
If I'm putting money down, I'm probably going to put money down on Adam Page winning the thing. But I do like the idea of a not named participant winning the thing. So I'm good with that too.
I mean, Ricochet can actually win and get an early shot against Swerve, and put on a banger on that one in a losing effort, and still come out strong because he put on the classic with Swerve.
Yep.
Yeah, because Swerve was advocating for him.
Yeah.
So I can see that.
Yep. All right. The next match we got is a coffin match. Jack Perry versus Darby Allin. I'm pretty sure Darby Allin is going to bleed. He's going to jump off of something high. It's going to be one of those kind of matches. I do see Jack Perry winning, just like Jay mentioned, the Elite doing elite things. So
yeah,
I'm with you there. What you think, Tro?
Look, man, as long as he don't go through another plate of glass like he did with that match with Sting, I'm cool, because that was so hard to watch, like him being cut up like that. It's like, what is Tony thinking? Just letting these guys just do anything with glass. But he is gonna bleed and put his body on the line. And this is probably gonna be like what, his first coffin match that he lose? Has he lost in a coffin match before?
That's a good question.
Yeah, that is a good question.
Because I don't remember ever seeing him lose one. This is gonna be his first time losing one.
Hmm.
Because he's not beating Jack Perry. Jack Perry just created that dope ass championship. He's not going to create it just to lose it. And, Okada already won his match last night. So, yeah, the Elite, they're not losing right now. So, and plus, Darby Allin has a title shot down the line, which I don't know why they have him booked for a TNT title if he already has the world title shot down the line. But, it's Tony Khan, so it is what it is. So, I don't see him walk into his match with Swerve with the TNT title for I believe the fourth, fifth time. So I have Jack Perry going on a long run with that championship until maybe it could be Ricochet that beats him later on down the line. Who knows? But I have Jack Perry coming out as the victor on this one.
All right, Jay, what you think?
Okay, I'm going to go on the opposite end of the spectrum on this one. Because Darby Allin is on a run of his lifetime right now. Expect this match, like you say, to have glass, to have tacks, for him to jump off something high, for him to really show you how much pain he can take and give. Because that's just something about him. He's just that type of wrestler, old school ECW. That's how he made his name. So I look at it. I think the Elite are going to drop Jack Perry because he has been doing a little off the wall stuff now. You can't cost the company money. You can't. And they almost lost that quote unquote. They could storyline portion. They could have lost that title match. How he handled Darby Allin with that doctor. So I'm going on the opposite spectrum and say Darby Allin is gonna win after the whole ring is full with his blood. Because it's a coffin match, right?
Yeah. It's a coffin match. Coffin match.
Think about it. When you have WWE coffin matches, they trying to outdo WWE. They were kind of okay. And I'm saying okay because of the time frame that it was in. But 2024 wrestling is real. It's real ECW type stuff. So
I'd rather the grave match rather than the coffin match. Back when
me too.
Pound of dirt over there, let's go beat a guy up, get him in the dirt, and then bury him.
Yeah. But that's why WWE got rid of coffin matches. When they started doing, the buried alive matches, they got rid of the coffin matches.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's getting too old for those, so it's So I like how Darby Allin is pretty much their version of the Undertaker / Mick Foley,
right?
Yes.
/ Sting. So he's 3 generations all in one in a 20-something-year-old body that, let's not forget, dude got hit by a bus.
Yeah.
And was back on television not even a month later. So the dude's crazy. Dude is insane.
He's a crash.
His pain. Right. His pain tolerance is high. That's why I say I know glass is gonna be involved because Jack Perry like glass. I know some ladders and some tacks and everything else is going to be involved because that's Darby Allin's specialty.
Yeah.
So I'm looking for this to take the match of the night, to be honest with you.
Ooh,
most likely.
Big prediction there. Big prediction.
That's 2 of the 4 pillars.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
All right. Let's take a quick break and then come back. We will finish out the AEW All-In card. So stick with us. What do you guys expect to see out of Nick Chubb coming off of an ACL?
I would not bet against Nick Chubb.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's the Terminator. That fool in there squat. You see the way he was squatting? Stupid. That rampage is.
Yeah, dumb.
This is an emergency message. Stop what you're doing and hit the like button. Also comment and subscribe. Thank you. We now return you to your program.
Welcome back. Best in the world. Please, please, please do hit that like button for us. Please. It's free.
It's not going to cost you a time.
That's right. That's right. So let's get back to the card here. And we're talking about MJF versus Will Ospreay for the AEW American Championship. MJF is like the best heel on the planet. That whole American thing, he's gone really obnoxious with it. He puts out the flag all the time when he's coming out. He changed the belt. He's wearing red, white, and blue all over, especially when he's in London. The people hate him. And of course, they love Will Ospreay. I see Will Ospreay bringing this home. What you think, Trell?
To start, I'm loving this whole want to be, the American asshole. It's like he's doing a better job than what JBL did, and JBL did an excellent job being a patriot type of a wrestler.
Mm-hmm.
Him, it's like he went to Mexico and ran down everybody in Mexico while wearing his American gimmick. So I love the heat that this man is getting. He's up there with Roman Reigns as like one of these like those heels. In my opinion, he's up there with the Triple H's of the world as far as the most despised heel of all time. And this dude is barely in his mid-20s, like mid to late 20s. So like this, I just like it. I mean, the dude is like awesome. He's like, the gimmick is awesome. I was wondering when he revealed that he came back a little too early, I was wondering like, what are they going to do with them? They're not going to put the world title back on him so soon. So when he won the championship and pretty much rechristened it the American title, which I still hate that, by the way, but hey, I get it. It's the gimmick. It's working for him. So, and now when I see him the way he is, I'm like, okay, they're still Ospreay and everybody else still called the international title. So I was like, okay, it's definitely a gimmick championship for him. So I'm loving this run that MJF is having so far. I have a feeling like outside of Jack Perry and Darby Allin, this also has a caliber of being the match of the night. Because the way Ospreay is, MJF, this whole the personal feud, the promo MJF dropped on Ospreay yesterday about the next time his wife has a kid, it's not gonna be his either. I'm like, wow, that is like the coldest thing. You can tell a man to his face.
Yes.
So,
Terrible guy.
Yeah, he's the salt of the earth, man. He's worse than Christian. I thought Christian was like doing his best heel work. You guys, someone like MJF is like, dude, he's one of the rare guys that reminds me of like the Undertaker, like stay in character 24/7.
Yes, absolutely.
No matter what.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Like he's like that in the airport. He's like that at meet and greets. He's like that at autograph signings. I mean, he gave a little girl the finger on live television when she chopped him. So it's like the dude is 24/7 all the time like this, and I'm loving it.
And you can pay him $500 on Cameo to insult you.
Yeah. And he'll be genuine about it too. Like you get your money's worth. you get your money's worth.
Oh yes. Jay, what you think?
Hey, I completely agree with everything. Like MJF, he's up there. Like you said, with the Triple H's, with the HBKs for as the most hated heel work. And when I first seen dude pop up on the scene and just seeing his mic skills, I was like, yeah, it's a done deal. AEW has their star. And man, like you say, outside of Jack Perry and Darby Allin, this is another one that could be match of the night. And not only is he good on the mic, he's good in the ring. He will make you believe everything that's happening is really happening to you. And Will Ospreay is another phenomenal talent. Like, honestly, I think they're gonna see. It's hard for me because he created that title. There's a situation like Jack Perry. He created that title, and it's kind of hard for me to see him just giving it up so soon.
Yeah. Right.
You know, and then against his number one rival, like that's just, you know, I don't see it right now. I see them going to that probably best of 7 series, like classic old school wrestling. You know,
but
and
it's home
I don't know if somebody was talking about this match or another match. I mean, yeah, but that'll make his heel character even more hated. Think about it. What did Shawn Michaels do to Bret Hart in Montreal?
Yeah, but
I ain't saying it's gonna be a screw job.
Yeah, but
I ain't saying that.
That was Vince's design. Yeah.
I mean, no one told Shawn Michaels to hump the Canadian flag, so that's I mean, he stuck the whole country's flag up his nose, and he was banging on the mat. So yeah, he's up there with that as far as getting that heat as far as other countries. So ain't no telling what he's gonna do in London on Sunday.
So I mean, like I said, it can go either way for me. And if I had to pick somebody, it'd probably be MJF, just because, you know, you want to keep him that most hated heel in a company in all of wrestling. To be honest with you, I don't know who's a better heel than him right now in wrestling world.
Exactly. It maybe Drew McIntyre, but it's maybe. But see, mostly because of his Twitter work.
Right, but Drew, man. Yeah, Drew. If you look at it, to me, Drew not a heel. He's not a face. He's in that in between area. You know, which a lot of WWE stars are in that in between area, because just as many people that hate Drew love Drew.
Yeah.
So MJF, people just really just hate him.
Yeah. I have a theory. Can you imagine the promo work MJF would do if he actually encounters Ricochet? Like bringing up his fiance from another company into this mix. And also, you got to remember, Brie Bella is going to be on AEW television this weekend.
Really?
True.
Well, she's married to Daniel Bryan, and she's going to be in London in the front row with the kids.
Oh, yeah, okay, that's true. That's true. Because they brought him up. Okay, I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
So, but yeah, back to MJF. It's gonna be. He's gonna do something to piss off the London crowd, and I'm anxious to see what he has in store. I'm anxious to see his entrance, because last year's All-In entrance was pretty dope.
I'll tell you.
Yeah, all of them was.
If Will Ospreay don't win, there will be a riot in England.
Gonna be a riot. Gonna be like those soccer match type riots.
That's right.
It's gonna be worse than Hulk.
All of them. Yeah,
it's gonna be worse than Hulk Hogan in WCW.
Oh man, yeah.
All right, Mercedes Money versus Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, for the TV Championship. to me, this had pretty okay build.
Yeah.
I think Camille has looked really great being in the ring with these two. She looks like money. Maybe reminding people of Jade Cargill because of her physical stature, but I think she's going to do nothing but benefit from this feud. And as far as this match is concerned, Mercedes is not going to lose. It is what it is. She's not going to lose for a long time, y'all. So that's how it is, bro. Terrell, what you think?
This definitely, I know for a fact I mentioned this weeks ago, but this definitely has Shawn Michaels Diesel written all over it.
Yes.
So
yes,
Camille's gonna do her due diligence as the bodyguard, and she's gonna make sure Britt Baker doesn't win. I'm hoping for a return of Jamie Hayter to back up Britt Baker, but that'd be an awesome sight. Come back home to her home crowd and make that return. But I haven't heard any news on her, so hopefully it would be this weekend we get Jamie Hayter helping out Britt Baker because they go way back. They had that faction before she got hurt. So if not,
according to the internet, like a month ago, they're saying Jamie Hayter's ready to go. So
man, there's no better time than All In, man. There's no better time because other than that, I see Camille get involved and somehow, some way, Mercedes Moné walks out as champ. This is gonna be a good match, hopefully. But like you said, Dale, I don't see Mercedes losing the championship after she just won it not too long ago. So for him to drop it so quick, that'll be a shocker in my book.
Yeah, I just see Mercedes going on to different companies and winning their titles and just going on a tour. That's what I see happening. Jay, what's your prediction here?
I am very saddened to say Mercedes is going to win this match.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm saying that wholeheartedly because, she's the belt collector.
Yeah.
She's the belt collector. And, they paid her Roman Reigns type of money to join AEW. So they're going to get, right. They're going to get their money's worth. Even though to me, her title reign has been stale as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of, the only thing I can say that's stellar was Io Sky's title reign. But, it's just been stale to that magnitude for me. It doesn't give me that same, like, Sasha Banks title run, that boss title run. She might have did right to name herself the CEO because she's really doing CEO shit. It sit back, incognito type of title run. I'm tired of her talking. I've been tired of her talking, just being honest. And, Britt Baker, I would love for it to happen. Jamie Hayter come through and even the odds out. Or it could be a situation like Jamie Hayter come back and turn on Britt Baker.
Yeah. This match could be a one and done match, and you get Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter to start a feud it all out. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah,
because you got to think about it. That'll draw more fans in because that's long-term storyline telling. Yeah. Even though they got you're not from this company, we started this and with Britt Baker and Monet, but you can only go so much with that.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not impressed with her reign either. I'm not even impressed how she won. I mean, she was signed to the company like at least a good 2-3 months, didn't do a thing. And then her first match, she wins the title, and it's like, man, you could at least had a few tune-up matches until you got that title match if you're gonna do that. But to not do nothing, and just win, it's like, yeah, okay. I see why people are not really liking you right now.
They booked her debut months before her in-ring debut, and that ruined everything. Yeah.
Yeah, she's not as big as I thought it was gonna be when she pulled up.
Mm-hmm.
So that whole suspense left the following week. So it's and I think with her being in AEW, it kind of exposed her a little bit as far as like the promo work. Because Britt Baker ran circles, has been running circles around her. Mm-hmm. Whereas all the other 4 horsewomen can cut better promos. Even Bailey a little bit can cut a better promo than Mercedes. Because now she goes over there, she's truly on her own, and it's like, huh. She was like this the entire time.
But also, think about it. The timing is very significant. She divorced her husband.
Yeah.
Her husband was a WWE writer, and I really think, if I'm not mistaken, he was a WWE writer. He did something within the company.
He did her gear. He's a seamstress.
Okay, he did. Mm-hmm. But I will say this too, though. You don't think he was helping with that mic work or calling some favors in to make sure she have nice mic work in WWE?
No, I think the writers and stuff took care of that. This in AEW, she has her own personal writer, like she's an actress and stuff with her own assistant. She has her own. She brought in her own personal writer, who coincidentally used to work for WWE. So
really,
like all her promo stuff, all that promo stuff comes from the chick she rolls with.
That's a lot of demand there.
Yeah. I see why she's really hated.
Yeah. She's the legit CEO right now. She's handling business.
That's great.
But that you just proved my claim even more.
Yeah.
It's just,
Vince had her protected very well in WWE. So
because she could perform. Like when you really let her loose, she could perform. And I think the fact that she has so much creative control in AEW that she just, she's being lazy with it.
Yeah, she's living up to that Hollywood, everybody wants me, money talks, everybody loves Monet, so she's that's
so you saying she on her Hollywood rock?
Yeah.
So you think she on her Hollywood rock shit?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Okay.
She's on a Hollywood rock thing going on right now. She did The Mandalorian, so she's riding high right now. She's riding high, and I'm not mad at her because no one likes to go through a divorce. So she's I didn't know she was separate. They've been separate since the pandemic, but
think about it. That's where she first went over to Japan.
Mm-hmm.
They might have separated because she decided to leave WWE.
Maybe.
I don't know. Ain't no telling.
What you can't.
Right.
That pandemic ended a lot of marriages, so ain't no telling.
It's true.
Right.
That's true.
And then Vince is also a prime factor. My bad, but Vince is a prime factor in that too. He probably was hard on her ex-husband, and he probably displayed that to her, and she didn't like that.
Who knows?
Well, let's talk about the match, the women's match that I'm looking forward to. And Timeless Toni Storm versus Mariah May for the AEW Women's World Championship. Oh man, Mariah May, you broke my heart. You continue to break my heart by coming out. Toni Storm. All right, I'm sick of that crap, and I hope Toni Storm gets her revenge. I'm confident Toni Storm is going to retain, just because there hasn't been someone this hot since Britt Baker in the Blood era, like when she was coming up, right? I think that's like that was like the hottest woman in AEW. Yeah, Terrell, what you think?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I called this in my head. I had called this the moment So in the beginning, when she really treated her like a lackey and didn't really give her any, I guess, disrespectful towards Mariah May in the beginning. Like when she like, did you watch my matches, Tony? And she's like, I actually wasn't paying attention. I'm like, damn.
Right. Yes.
So I'm paying attention to Mariah's face and mannerism. Like, okay, I can see this happening. Like down the road, that she's probably gonna get her revenge or something. And like, sure enough, she wins the Owen Hart Cup, and bam, there it is. So I'm liking this. I hate to break it to you, Dale, but I like this run that Mariah May is about to be on, and in her hometown, in her home country per se, I would not be surprised that she walks out of there the new women's champion, because it's gonna be a you deserve it moment for her, that's for sure. Because I was not expecting Mariah May to be where she is now, doing that whole dancing with the chick from Stardom and all that weird HLA stuff they had going on for a little bit.
I hear she's coming back too.
Yeah, she is. So that could be that could be her first feud actually with Amy Sakura. So I like the full 360 turn, and she's this evil English woman that's, hell bent on destroying the woman that she's been cosplaying for the past couple of months. So I'm actually looking forward to Mariah May getting the dub on Toni Storm. I think Toni Storm's reign comes to an end at AEW's WrestleMania version of All In.
All right, Jay, give me some good news, bro.
I hate to break it to you, Dale, bro. I hate to, and it's hard for me to say this too. And it's a test of what I said earlier. The home country thing is a benefactor, but do you have all your home talent win, or do you have the ones that are not predicted to win? And we've seen that with the unholy union in WWE
exactly
at the Clash of the Castle.
And win.
Exactly. Yeah, nobody did. I mean, I had them winning later down the line, but that's neither here nor there. But moving back to Toni Storm and Mariah May, I think that she's gonna take it over Toni Storm. It's gonna be a hell of a match, and me and Dale gonna be doing some crying. We both gonna cry throughout this match, but the excitement of it all is gonna boost our spirits up, and she's gonna hold that title up over her head. And Toni Storm, I think it's gonna be a nice little 3 series match.
Yeah,
Toni got to get a catch back. She got to.
Yeah. I saw where Mariah May and Toni Storm was talking about the ratings for their segments and how they've been like leading the ratings for like the past 8 weeks or something like that. So Tony Khan knows he's got gold on his hands with Toni Storm and Mariah May. So he probably do better to string it out. So yeah.
Let's not forget they got the most hits on YouTube and Instagram.
Yes.
Far as their segments.
Yeah.
Like
exactly.
Most.
Exactly.
Gotta have that payoff.
Love it.
All in gotta be the payoff, Dale. Sorry, brother, but
be more Toni Storm. This has been the best Toni Storm we've ever seen, honestly.
Yes.
Like she has never been better than this, what she's doing now. So anybody who's got bad things to say about Tony Khan's booking and stuff, like he definitely made Toni Storm what she is now, like for real. Hats off.
Yes.
Yeah. This whole Marilyn Monroe, Oscar type stuff. It was kind of weird at first. I'm like, I'm gonna give it a shot because this is something new. She's getting out of her comfort zone. She's doing something else. She's renovating herself. So I'm gonna give it a shot. And the whole, chin up, tits out, look for the shoe type of gig. I'm like, okay, that's funny. I would say that's funny.
Right.
Exactly.
The weird dialogue she be having sometimes. It is like, all right, this is fun. This is like an angry white chick at a frat party or something. This angry drunk white chick at a frat party. This is hilarious right here.
Good. Yeah.
Facts.
All right. And the main event for the AEW World Championship.
Oh,
Title versus career. Swerve Strickland, the champ, versus Bryan Danielson. Again, Swerve talked about Bryan Danielson's kid and wife. So, yeah, definitely expect to see them there. But with it being title versus career and AEW having an event in Washington, like maybe a few weeks later, I just see Bryan Danielson winning. To me, it's too many things to point to me to Swerve and Bryan Danielson in Washington for the title again. So, what you think, Terrell?
well, I would agree, but you gotta keep in mind Daniel Bryan's contract is already up. It was up, I think last month, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he's
Or
been
a few
working out a
weeks ago.
contract.
So he's freelancing right now. So if they actually put the belt on him, I'm gonna be real surprised because he does actually have hope of showing up for Wrestle Dream also.
Okay.
So I mean, they could, unless they do like a Trish Stratus thing and have him win the belt on the way out. But with so much stuff going on for Swerve in the future with Darby, possibly Hangman, it's gonna be one of those tear jerker moments at All In, kind of like Shawn Michaels, Ric Flair. Like he's losing, but it's still gonna make you want to believe he's gonna win. So, but they're gonna have the feel good moment. They're gonna have like a lot of tears, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. But I got Swerve continuing this run that he's on right now as champ, and this is gonna be it for Bryan Danielson.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if Bryan has the title EVP, but for sure he's gonna get it because I know he helping Tony backstage with booking and stuff like that. So
I know he's helping with the disciplinary stuff. Also. So
he definitely gonna get that title soon. So
yeah.
All right, Jay, what's your prediction here?
Well, I'm gonna have to tell you, T, you gotta stay out my head. I was about to say the Shawn Michaels Ric Flair thing only because I just seen a super kick reel of Shawn Michaels, and that was one of them. And we're gonna have a real life moment like that where he apologizes to Daniel. Swerve apologizes to Daniel in his career. I'm saying that because of the future possibilities Swerve have with all these other matches, and the fact that you gotta think about it. Brie Bella's and the children are gonna be there. That's my last match. I want to wrestle a big event in front of my wife and kids. On a bigger stage at a company, and then once that's over with, I get to go home to that next show and give my farewell address. That is just perfectly written. And honestly, I think that's why Daniel Bryan has been working without a contract.
Okay. But you think Bryan Danielson's will go through a whole AEW run without the championship?
Yeah, it's possible.
Yeah.
I mean, many greats have done it.
I mean, he's already a multi-time champion to begin with, so it's like he just want to come over and help elevate, the talent in AEW, get the talent over, be more for backstage role. But my question to you guys is, when Daniel Bryan retires, is he retiring for good, or is he just retiring full time and going to be one of those Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns pop up every 6 months for this match here, and then go back home and be dad and backstage worker.
He'll be back for every All In, guaranteed.
I'm a little indifferent about that because of the fact that he is older and he did have that neck surgery.
Yeah.
And, clearly he's not Edge. I'm gonna go ahead and say that Edge is a different breed, but Bryan Danielson, he's a real family guy. Like outside of wrestling, he's a real family guy, and he know when his time is up. I don't think he can go anymore like he wants.
Fair enough. I can also see him retiring, like retire from in-ring competition, but he still said he's gonna still be around, so he just have that backstage. It's gonna be weird, man, seeing Dan Bryan as an actual backstage person after watching his entire, career in WWE and in here. So it's another indication that we getting old, man.
Yeah. And let's not forget, I think that AEW is going in a new direction with things. They trying to learn to be better. There's a possibility that they're going to be general managers at AEW. The elite got to fall out of power some type of way. So it can be a one-off match for power, a two-off match for power, for as who could control a company. For as Daniel Bryanson and his team versus the VPs or the elite, whatever you want to call them.
Maybe that's when we see Shane McMahon.
You're right.
Maybe
the Shane McMahon thing is still around the corner too. Yeah. So do we see Shane show up here at All In? Because he clearly met Tony Khan. We showed the picture the other week. So
and Tony Khan has confirmed that he's actually had a conversation with him before at an airport that supposedly, a mutual friend said they should hang out and have a chat, quote unquote. So yeah, it's he's setting up for something. The moment Shane McMahon walks into AEW television, it's the internet's gonna be on fire. Twitter's gonna be on fire.
No doubt. No doubt about it. So maybe he does bring those eyes to All In as a surprise there. Get that viral shot in your arm.
Yeah. True. That's true.
Yeah, man. Okay. Well, that's gonna wrap up the preview of All In. Guys, appreciate you joining us and getting us through this thing, man. What's the over under on All In the time? Let's start off with 4 hours 10 minutes. Do you take the over or the under?
I take the over. I think it's gonna be about 420.
Okay. What you got, Jay?
Shit, I say over. I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be longer than 4. They might go the whole 5 hours. And I'm saying that because of the grand interests you have. I'm saying that because of the actual storylines you have. Because AEW main thing is we're all wrestling. Where wins and losses matter. So yeah, I see him going to 5 hours.
Yeah.
All right,
get your breakfasts and lunch. Eat your breakfast and lunch ready, because
that's it.
It's gonna be a doozy. Hey, actually,
I'm gonna tell you.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I actually have a bonus question for y'all. Because we haven't really touched on this last week either. What do you guys think of the run that Bronson Reed is having? Because he's giving me the Mark Hendry Hall of Pain type of run, and
I like that.
I'm liking that. He's putting people in the hospital.
I like that. I really like Braun Strowman coming out. So now you got the two monsters going against each other. That should be pretty entertaining. But Bronson Reed has been getting over with that move for a while now. They just circle back to it. And I'm glad they did circle back to it. Jay, what you think?
Hey, I'm not gonna lie to you. The run Bronson Reed is on is the same run he was on in NXT.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they finally brought it to the main roster, and Triple H was behind that monster running NXT. So he's doing everything he's supposed to do. I completely agree. I love the Mark Henry reference. I love it. And then the fact that him and his son was sitting out there in the audience watching Bronson Reed doing some stuff like him. Yes. That ain't no more validation than that.
Yeah.
And
because remember Mark Henry on his run, he ran into a guy like, Kane and put Kane on his back. So now fast forward 20 years later, you got Bronson Reed going against Braun Strowman. Eventually Bronson Reed's going to put Braun Strowman on his back, with the tsunami. So, I mean, I haven't seen Omos in
He's working
so
house
long.
shows, from what I understood.
Well, Omos, you got to think about it. His mouthpiece gone. And that's another thing. Don't be surprised if Bobby Lashley show up at AEW.
Okay.
And all that.
Oh yeah. Oh, there you go. Maybe he's in the gauntlet.
Yes. Maybe the Hurt Business pop up and mess.
I do you one better, Jay. I do you one better, Jay. Dale. Remember we was talking about the mystery team for the trios titles?
Yeah.
What if it is the Hurt Business?
Yeah.
They win the trios titles on their first night. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, that's good.
That'd be dope, man. That would be dope, man.
That'd be dope. And did they put every tag team on notice? Oh, hell yes.
Wait, who will be the third person in her business though? Because Cedric's in NXT.
What you mean who the third person is? My champion still could go.
Yeah, MVP, Lashley, and
what's
his name?
And Shelton Benjamin, the golden standard.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Oh yeah. All right. That could happen.
Yeah.
That's
now, this I got something to. I do you one better. I'll up you on that. Which two you gonna see in that match?
Well, you'll see all of them because it's a trio.
Yeah, it's a trio. So.
Oh, triple. Yeah, it's a trio. Triple. You definitely right.
You'll see all of them.
Yeah, you're gonna see all three of them. And let's not to mention, they might find somebody else to be part of the Hurt Business.
Man, I'm picturing the stare down between Bobby Lashley and Brody King. Like, let's.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one, Jay. MVP might still be that mouthpiece, and they just might find a third.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Because I mean, I get it. He was I follow him on Instagram, and he was talking before his release. He was talking about how his treatment, his stem cell treatments. Golly, say that 10 times fast.
Mm-hmm.
He was doing his stem cell treatments, and he said he can get in the ring and wrestle. Matter of fact, he did a
GCW, right?
Didn't do a little blood sport.
Yeah, no, not Bellator. It's something else. He's a is it that Booch? Don't judge me. I don't. I might mess it up. Is Bucci something like that? It's kind of like it's a form like a karate, but is more like boxing and kicking.
Oh,
man, what is that?
Okay.
Not Muay Thai. It's something else, but it starts with a B. He just did a competition.
Yeah, he's a black belt, Brazilian jiu-jitsu guy. Yeah.
Okay, I knew it was something like that.
Yeah, he's a real deal.
Oh yeah, MVP, yeah.
So he just did a competition dealing with that. So if he can do a competition dealing with that, he can take some bumps.
Yeah, this is what I thought you were talking about, Jay, when he showed up at GCW.
Oh, no. But he did show up at GCW, though. He did.
Yeah. I mean, plus it'll work better for him because, they're not on the road like they're like WWE, so they can win the titles, show up on TV, do some promo work, or go to Ring of Honor, do some promo work. Ain't got to get in the ring much. And So that'll actually be better for Schultz and Bobby and MVP as far as being on the road a whole lot less. So they can preserve the bodies there. So we'll see. We'll see if it is Lashley.
Yeah.
So if it is, man, that's going to change the entire complexion of that World Championship picture.
Oh yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yes.
Man. Absolutely.
But I don't think Bobby's gonna go like directly into a World Championship run. He's probably gonna wait maybe 6 months before he get in that picture.
Yeah, it'll probably next year for sure.
Okay. All right, man. Well, look, I can't wait for All In on this Sunday. I am going to be watching, and I'm going to have my recliner going, and yeah, it's going to be a good time, bro. Look, sports are back. We have made it to football season. It's going to be wonderful. Gentlemen, enjoy your weekend. Enjoy all the sports that are coming back. Everybody that joined us in the chat, look, we appreciate y'all. We couldn't do it without you. Please hit the like button. Please hit the like button. Okay.
Share this episode with your friends, man. Share it.
Yeah. Definitely. And I'm gonna end it by saying Green Wave Nation. Tulane all the way.
Tulane.
Go sit down.
Let's go. Oh, come on, Jay. Come on now.
I do not like LSU. You can call it
we can cut that slander right now. Cut his mic off. Cut that out.
Look, I'll share a quick story with y'all. I was supposed to go play. I had a full scholarship to LSU when I went to a school that Peyton Manning and Danny Walford created down here in New Orleans called the Desire Street Ministries. And and you know, everybody that graduates, they get a scholarship to LSU. And I did not want to go to LSU. We went to the campus, didn't like it. Like, it's just maybe because our number one rival in the Catholic League football was St. All, but don't like LSU at all.
Sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that.
Yeah. Jay is also in New Orleans and is not a Saints fan too. So it's also
not a Saints fan. The only team I rep down here, like major team besides the Green Wave, since we finally got into that top 25 last year,
at least
it's the Pelicans.
Okay.
Only team.
Oh hell no.
At least like the Pelicans.
See, Saints fans don't like the Pelicans. But
I'm a Heat fan, man. I'm a Heat fan, man. So
I was only a Heat fan because of Shaq. Okay.
I became a Heat fan because of Shaq, and I stayed. So I like that. Okay. I like that squad. We got a good squad, man. We just got
definitely.
Okay. All right, everybody. Again, appreciate y'all for joining us. Kenny Omega, take us home.
You two, goodbye. Mwah. Good night. Bang! Yes!
Thanks for watching our show. Remember to subscribe for more shows on the network. Smash the like button, share, and comment.